Correct. We have Liquid versus EG. First
Testing.
game of the day for
Test
us
one,
here. Jason was having some microphone issues, so I had to kick that off. But he's back.
Your
he's
math,
back.
your math indeed was correct. It is Liquid versus EG. Good math for Robin.
Nice.
And we're already live. We're kicking this off. You know, we were a little bit delayed here on the desk, but that doesn't really matter for the fans out there because the game is live. It's honestly what you guys have been waiting for anyway.
We're just as turned on as if we would have been if we had a pregame segment. Here we go. Ethan opening kill, trades all around. There's a slaughter in the upper bomb site.
Nice entries here for Liquid. They're already down the vent, and with Twist lurking towards this ramp, he might catch Team EG off guard. But now that he's spotted, he's going to pivot, go back towards this door. Nap, he's all alone down here for now. Oh, he does get the bomb down. This might create an opening for Twist.
No, Stanislav's got a kit. Oh, he got off it. He got off the defuse. That is pure insanity. Double peek. He's going to win it. I cannot believe Stanislav got off the bomb, and that might be a mistake. And again, Twist is just taking himself on the long route, and they've gotten off the defuse one more time, but Breeze is going to end it. Only so many times you can get rid of those shenanigans.
Yeah.
That was chaotic. That was chaotic. But it's an EG pistol round. We saw EG play Nuke 2 days, or yes, actually 2 days ago. We didn't have EG play yesterday. They had a day off. We talked a lot about their setups, or I did rather. I feel like they have a really good defensive setup on the EG side. And they were pretty good with the swaps as well in terms of always having the T's second guess themselves of are they playing aggressive? Cirque, obviously the primary opera of EG, he was a little bit aggressive at times as well. But I don't think we've seen Liquid play this map so far, this event.
They're solid on this map. I think the big question, I don't think I've seen them since like Stewie took over the calling duties, so I think that'll be the more interesting side of the coin to see how that's going to change on a map like Nuke. Second round bye. AK-47s, Galils, powerful rifles on board. EG saving a lot of nades.
And I just refer to this whole defensive setup with EG. We see here, they've actually left ramp completely open. The rotate's coming in now, but this is a very smart play from Liquid.
Yeah, I'm so confused. EG doesn't have anyone actually watching ramp room or the lower bomb site. They've actually slipped into the defense. They might get caught off guard. One player's going to come through these doors. Tarik has just spotted it right at the end, and he's a little bit lucky to get punished. Alige caught in the open in a spray battle, and I have no idea how he's still alive. Almost was able to follow up on Cirque, and there's the lower bomb site overwhelmed.
Alige lucky to get away with that spray, but a nice adjustment nonetheless. And Ethan getting that frag opens things up. You see he's prepping his mates with that pop flash. They're going to just try to walk through this smoke, and it surely will catch Nitro off guard here. Here it comes. Ooh, good timing on Nitro, and he just repositions himself, and now he's at an advantage. But Cirque with that crouch peek.
They still got utility, and Twist hasn't shown himself just yet. That's nice to find in the smoke. He's got the second.
There we are.
That's actually pretty well fought from EG to get back into that round, but man, they were so far out of the fight that it didn't even matter. All that initial success.
Yeah, I mean it is a little bit odd. I mean, granted, Tarik was down in underpass, and there was a little bit of an inside yard setup. Maybe they had a read on Liquid.
It was just the fact that the information only got confirmed by EG and contact was made when Liquid
they were
was
already
walking
down on the side.
ramp.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Still a little bit weird.
Space.
I'm not sure how that happened. Like, no one ever moved and shifted to cover a ramp room.
Exactly, and especially now, and you had mentioned as well, maybe we haven't seen Liquid play Nuke all too much since Stewie took over, but one of the things that we did point out, especially 2 days ago, was, you know, the change of pace that we kind of see from Liquid. Stewie is a very aggressive player. He's kind of incorporated that into the whole team, where they're playing a little bit more loose, I'd say, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more like in your face of let's just do a pop flash and let's go for it. This is a nice little, it's a lobby push here. Liquid do have a defensive setup for it though, a little bit of crossfires. We still have one in Squeaky as well, so.
Good spam from Nitro.
They should be fine. They shouldn't be able to take too much damage from this outside of like a really banging shot from Stanislav, but even he's going to back away from the off angle. This would be an important battle. The pre-aim from Alige is adjusted quickly. He's brought low, and now the step up from Stanislav. There it is. There's the find from that Deagle, but nothing more on top of it. And Tarik's going to get close up with the CZ. Almost transfers over. And every step of the way, Liquid overcomes adversity.
That round, it got so close, but Liquid, they were in control of it the whole time. Their setup in that lobby, those were the duels that they were actually kind of looking for and waiting for. They definitely were ready for that lobby crunch. But good effort from EG. A lot of damage. A lot of dinks across the board.
The full save. Not even HEs. We saw that with the 5 HE stack of EG 2 days ago here on this similar round. But they're opting to just fully save here instead. It's a lobby or it's an inner bomb site stack. And I like this, like I said, especially on rounds like these. I mean, you have nothing really to going for. You have just the USBs, no armor even. There's no point in really spreading out. I mean, they're getting the trades, even getting 1 kill there. Just the odds are so slow or so low, rather than just stack on a bomb site. If Liquid are sloppy here, you know, you might have the potential of going into a stack.
I don't think it's going to matter, Robin.
I don't think it's going to matter either.
Those little pea shooters.
But
that's a cool boost.
Exactly. I mean, this kind of round as well, it's all about the bonus of like any kill we can get. It's literally just a bonus. You get the one, yeah. You actually get 2 of them, so you're very happy with that, knowing as well that you didn't even have, I think, a P250. It's literally just all 5 USB silencers. So, first weapon round now.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Cirque did get that up. Glass cannon with a smoke. And low nades here, not a lot of mollies, just the Tarik and Stan. And we noticed this as well, one of the things I talked about, the EG setup. Tarik have been down, he's the ramp player, but he goes down underground quite a lot. Cirque is the main man.
Yeah.
That runs around this bomb site by garage or underneath heaven. We see him here.
I'm curious to see how this half goes for EG, because if I remember this correctly, I didn't notice Tarik getting a whole lot of support the last time we watched EG play Nuke.
Yeah.
So even though he drops down every time, that's really like the only option available to him if he's not going to get any backup. Stanislaw takes control of it this time. Molotov out is going to force him away. They'll be happy with that early utility, but it's a terrible Molotov.
Yeah, and I was just going to point out, when Tarik doesn't go down, it is Stanislaw that goes down. So for Liquid, when we talk about rotations and stuff like that, it's just very important to like keep track of like it is you're killing, who it is that you kind of spot. You know here by killing Breeze, you know for a fact that he's just the inner bomb site player. Same with Ethan, that you kind of expect here or assume that this bomb site is now completely wide open. It's a little bit of a push from EG. I think they were getting a little bit worried, not really knowing that Liquid didn't really have.
I think they were getting worried about like the outside pinch.
I think so too, but Cirque was. I think Cirque was still underneath heaven, so like they shouldn't have been worried at least about like an underneath heaven push. It's more so maybe they worry because Stan got pushed back the way they did, that they
Down
wanted to take. Yeah, like the timing
Unleash
there.
had control events, he could have popped up.
Exactly, and we see that again. I mentioned I talk a lot about G2, and there's more team that does it. But once you see, and especially for EG here, you know the call from Stan of like, oh, I see more than one downstairs. Then it actually does open up a window for EG to push into lobby, knowing or kind of expecting maybe just the 1 player. They had 2 there now because obviously they had a different idea in mind.
And definitely your memory's serving you correct, Jason. It was Tarik that was struggling down lower, and Liquid's EG's rotations rather, they were a little out of whack. And this time around, I think you're right. Stanislaw getting pushed off of Secret a little so early on in the round put a lot of pressure on EG's rotations, and it was just all out of sorts.
Well, and also his Molotov fell short as well, so it actually didn't block that choke point at all. They could just swing left. Yeah. They could have even wrapped all the way down to Toxic, to the containment area. Well, that's a quick 4 rounds on the board for Team Liquid. What? We haven't even talked about predictions. We haven't done anything. You guys thought you were going to get away.
No, we haven't, yeah. But I feel like Liquid, even if EG is always playing so good, I feel like Liquid always have like somewhat of like the upper hand in terms of just odds of winning. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but I do feel like Liquid does tend to put in like a different gear when they play against EG.
You're absolutely correct, yeah. Ooh. No, Liquid definitely have always had the upper hand, but the last time around, EG was actually able to beat Liquid for the first time in 2020 in an actual series. But EG's been on the up and up. Liquid have been in that recovery process, so... But I have to say, I gotta go with Liquid. That's my prediction here.
It's really hard to predict against Liquid.
It is.
When you know, when we've already seen the peak that they can reach, and like
all of Unleash clips lately.
And like Twist as well. Like if he ever like snaps back up to like prime Twist positioning, man, this is such a scary team when you think about that.
I also have Liquid winning.
Ooh.
2-1 maybe.
No EG fans in the house?
I was gonna wear my Tarik TV t-shirt today.
I have one of those as well. I didn't actually bring it to LA. Oh, the old school one. I have the new school one.
Oh.
Mr.
I'm an original fan, Jason.
Been watching him since his cereal days.
Yep. But here we are, full buy. We've got that op again on Cirque, and you know, he hasn't found success with it so far, but Cirque, man, Nuke, he loves to be really aggressive towards this outside T-Red. Really similar to Art, but not quite as crazy as Art. So certainly as soon as he starts heating up, he should be able to put a stop to Liquid here. But right now with these smokes, Elige, he's creeping.
And Cirque is lowered this time.
Oh, the timing on this. Oh, dear. Oh, he's actually read it.
He
made a
spotted it.
footstep. Did he spot it or did he make a noise?
I think... I'm not even sure.
It's all right. We still got Breeze in the upper bomb site. He's a filthy creature, like a shotgun. Cirque with the op. And Tarik takes down his buddy Naf. Third round. That handled very well for EG, considering Ethan got dropped before making, a round-winning play.
Yeah.
They had a good setup for it there because Cirque was lower. So we see here all of these rounds now. They've always had one lower. Last round was Stan. This time it was Cirque, and they have a little bit of a lobby setup or an outside push setup. Rotations are definitely there. It's a good read if you kind of expect Liquid to do an inner push rather than having the op there. You might just get the one kill. You have more, I guess, of an oomph with a lot of rifles instead with the 3 members there. Even though Ethan goes down, I don't think Liquid expects the third. Puts them on an eco. The smoke wall comes down. They just want to try and go down here. They do still have 1 flash of 1 smoke, 2 smokes actually. So if they take that Tarik down here, and he does go down, even though there's one more here from Cirque, this is a very important round here from Cirque. He gets the first. Biggest thing for Liquid is getting the bomb down.
What is this weird game being played?
Cirque trying to be a nuisance right now. Ooh, he's paranoid about someone's being crossed right now, and Nap finds himself on Raptor.
That's unfortunate, Nap only with a P250. That's, if he had gotten that kill, that could have opened everything up.
Yeah.
I don't know what Elijah's planning to do with the smoke in that door. He does have an AK.
I thought they were going to time it there when they knew that Cirque was by long door. But instead they kind of lost their timing when Naf came up heaven. I think that they kind of wanted to just go up vents and plant upper instead. But when he went down, they lost their timing. So it's still the best move they have, knowing as well, we obviously see firsthand that EG, they do have 2 members downstairs.
It's all about timing.
And Breeze, yeah, it's all about timing. They go in heaven at least.
This is the best call. You can try and get in. Like, Nap had already gone up heaven. He knows it was clear at least at that time. So take the risk that it's still clear, and maybe out of this you can at least get the plant. And you never know. Nitro with an AK-47 with the high ground advantage.
I think Nitro needs to drop the bomb to Elige here.
I think they drop it into the site, right? You'd hope so, at least. There it is. And plant goes down. Nicely timed. Now, we saw this work for Obi-Wan Kenobi. High ground does wonders.
Oh, that's a good start.
My man.
And this vent hold from Nitro. Cirque's little head popping up.
That's wild he went so slow.
Yeah. Well, I don't... Oh, man. Ethan, this is such a tough situation. He's got the utility, though. If he's able to take out Elige on the lower site and use this smoke, he might make things difficult.
This is going to be impossible to win.
Oh, boy.
That's a nice maneuver from Team Liquid. Nitro and Elige played that perfectly. Good shooting from Nitro with that AK-47.
Yeah, and it was one thing after another, because even in the round before Cirque, he lost that AWP coming up the vent.
Yeah.
Then they weren't able to recover the AWP. Now he's left onto that MP9. And then with Tarik just kind of getting out-timed by the Pistol Tech 9, outpacing him down in lower secret.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I mean, Cirque is just...
I just can't believe it's that slow, considering they knew Cirque was in the lower bomb site, right?
Yeah.
They'd already seen him. He'd already gotten a kill. They knew he was there. He knew they knew he was there.
Well, that's what I was going to say as well. I feel like rotations from EG there was a little bit slow. Yeah, you had lobby control, but you kind of know when Cirque survives on that bomb site for so long lower and he gets into a defensive position, you have all the time in the world to kind of fall back there. You can, especially when you see spot Naf in heaven, just play retake downstairs instead. You have lobby control. You can still put yourself in heaven or at least underneath heaven, so you're like pretty fast on the rotates. Gamble was not in EG's favor. Nice round by Liquid. That was, like we said, just a pistol buy. They didn't even have armor. The goal was getting the bomb down. Oh, Cirque missed a shot there too. That's not really That's pretty unlike him, I'd say.
Well, that's a pretty sick peek from Liquid, just showing like the gun barrels, like 2 of them over and over again, and then a wide swing. Like if you're Cirque, you don't have that timing. That's sick for Tarik to find that kill, but I mean, yeah, he had no HP afterwards. He was going to go down no matter what. Liquid have found themselves into the lower bomb site again. Bomb being planted, and another round on the board. I guess if you're Breeze and Ethan, you save.
Yeah, and I think this is like 4 rounds in a row now that we've seen Elise just walking down into the secret and getting everything that he wants. All map control, all the duels he wants.
I think it's super nice as well, because Liquid in both of these rounds, when they've gotten the entry, it's the same thing on the eco when they get Tarik as well. They just push. They just put a lot of pressure on that EG side, on the defensive side, where they kind of feel that they have to make a move. And in both of these times, I mean, Cirque's, they have been underground, but like Liquid has had, Jason mentioned it, that like that wide swing, he's not ready for it and goes down, and usually you do tend, because he is a very aggressive setup, you tend for the T's there to kind of slow it down. But Liquid, as soon as they get it, they just domino effect, and you know the train keeps ticking.
Look at those little jiggle peaks.
Yeah.
Elise just like purposefully only showing the gun barrel. That's pretty good. That's nice. Tack called. Tack timeout.
It's an EG timeout. Yeah, if you're EG here, you want to talk a little bit about what's actually going on this server here. We had an inner push as well, so Liquid have been very fluid when it comes to their calling of really making sure that EG doesn't really know what they have going on for them. I want to say that I do like the EG setup. I want them to have an even more of a defensive setup here. They don't have to go one underpass the way they've done, like with the Cirque aggressive. They can go like even Staircase taking the peak, and then you have Tarik, but like you don't have to re-peek again. Just take the information, go on rotations, have a lot of guys under Heaven by Heaven as well, so you can kind of rotate over to ramp.
I wanted to quickly go over the Veto, the maps that we're going to be seeing today, because we didn't get a chance to do that. We don't have to go in depth or anything like that. Nuke, obviously, first map. This is Liquid's pick. We're going to switch over to Inferno is the second map as EG's pick, and then the decider is going to be Dust 2.
Spicy.
Nice.
That's a really cool series then.
It's a beautiful series. I mean, I could watch these two teams on pretty much any 3 maps, and I would be excited to watch it. Elise just got banged in the face, and followed up by Breeze.
Ooh, a lot of damage.
Yeah, this is actually a really nice start for EG in a round where they only have the 2 M4s.
Tarik finds himself here in radio room, and ooh, these Liquid members are so low. And he's able to finish off Stewie and get away. So this is actually huge for EG.
Well,
Nitro. He's already in the upper bomb site.
Yeah, not if Nitro is going to continue to do business. Molotov down. Oh, forces him into the peak, takes the fight. Nice win. That should be all the danger, although Tarik is going to come in. Nitro and Twist both very low. He can find a gun to pick up, perhaps. Never mind.
Good timing.
Nice jinx.
Yeah, this is 2 great rounds from Nitro. He had that eco round as well. AK up in Heaven. 2 nice kills. Just walks into the bomb site here. And what was an EG eco. So another round on the board for Liquid. 7 in their name on that T side. Very dominant so far. And it's been very fast as well. Very fast paced.
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of challenge for map
It's
control.
literally been like, oh, we get the kill and then we kind of go. And that's where the fight's been. And for EG, it's not that they haven't been trying, even with the rotates and stuff like that. They have actively been down there. Tarik, we saw the last round when Cirque went down. He was already down lower as well. But Liquid, even though they get a man fast, once they do those fast pushes like lower, it's still very important to clear the corners and stuff, waste the utility. Another off on Cirque. No nades, but it's a full buy otherwise for EG. A lot of utility here. It's another fast round from Liquid. They're going down vents. Elise actually manages to go down, loses a little bit of HP. But this is where we talk about rotates and stuff, like the chaoticness of the CTs. We mentioned Tarik is already down there. And it's a double.
In a good position. Oh.
I think this is very smart, especially now when the Elise goes down. Now we see the flip as well. We talk about rotates on that CT side. Cirque is underneath Heaven this time around. And this is exactly how you want the rotations to happen. When Tarik goes down lower and he says, hey, I need someone to cover my ramp, Cirque needs to be there. And we see there, Tarik, I think, is very fluid on this map. He goes down lower, he gets Elise, but actually falls back. So they become a crossfire on this ramp area as well. So nice little hold from EG. And another fast round from Liquid.
Yeah, really nice round from Cirque and a nice recovery from Tarik. He was kind of in a jumbo of rotating back lower, and I think he was really rushing to try to go help out Cirque, and in that moment caught a leash. So kind of good on him to make sure he finishes off that frag. And this is fast from Stan, making his way to Secret.
That's
There's no way they go through this smoke, even if they go along the smoke wall, right? Surely they're not that crazy. That smoke
they
wall.
missed it. Yeah, I was gonna say they missed.
Was there a Molotov
It
down,
was
or
a
did they miss
molly.
it?
Yeah, it was a molly. So they smoked it off instead. This is actually a very nice play from Liquid. As soon as they see that the smoke is failed, they throw a smoke in underpass instead.
They just back away.
Yeah, I kind of expected. It's the first round that EG's tried to do that as well. So you might as well play it safe if you're Liquid, and they actually fall back. And we know as well, looking at minimap, the one spot that tends to be pretty open on rounds like these is obviously ramp. But they're leading their way towards an inner play instead.
Yeah, and with one in Secret, Cirque is going to be either under ladder up in heaven. And you have Tarik over in ramp room as well. He's now up in heaven. So 3 players to defend this upper bomb site. This is perfect for EG. Oh, they don't clear left. They don't clear close. That's massive amounts of damage. Cirque does go down. The trades are pretty nice, but I mean, with the initial defense, it's not enough. Good hold from EG.
Yeah, and especially... Sorry, go ahead, Kristen.
So I just wanted to mention, you saw Nitro going up to the rooftop to initiate all of this and start throwing those flashbangs out. And I think it was meant to take out Breeze near the close hut, but for some reason, it didn't get him. He was able to dodge those flashes. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
and I think
even that second follow-up flash, it didn't really get him at all either.
And it's a nice read from EG as well. We saw the reaction of the Liquid when they smoke off the underpass area there. The problem is, because EG had that outside setup, they know that Liquid has no members outside. So what is it? Like, they obviously can only go either ramp or they have to go inner. EG gambles for inner there. They have 3 members there. Do a little bit of a ramp retake instead. But yeah, it's a little bit sloppy. If, for example, Liquid would have, for example, placed the smoke and just completed the wall and, let's say, still had the one member go down in underpass and at least had the fight versus Stan, EG would have had less map control and actually less information as well coming into that, and potentially we might have seen maybe less so of an inner stack. But it's 2 rounds in a row for EG now. And another good hold.
This off is starting to come alive. Ooh, starting to do some very good work. Traded off, though. And this is going to be an upper hit. Naf is just waiting for his opportunity to swing into that bomb site. Here we go. Opening kill. Those one's up in heaven. That's a great rebuttal, and Stewie can't get down vents. Stanislaw has shot them both in the back.
Huge round from Breeze. Way to just be there to support Cirque and immediately after be at the Raptor side and refrag. Those are 2 really nice answers coming out of Breeze and EG.
And this is when you're EG, you're expecting 2 things. You're expecting a very fast round, you're expecting a vent drop if you know that they are low on money, especially. And especially you have a lot of utility as well, so you waste them early. You want to ensure that you're not giving Liquid a lot of good spots here. This is a round that Liquid almost won. Actually, they won last round, that low buy, pistol buy. They had more nades that time around, though, so I don't think this is going to be as successful.
I'll tell you, though, this EG defense looks pretty good. If it wasn't for Liquid winning that round with, you know, Tech 9 and picking up some weapons, this could be an entirely different dominant half for EG. Kind of crazy to think about.
No, and this is where teams struggle, like the whole thing, and I mentioned it even with my team, you know, when we talk about defensive setups. On a map like Nuke, you can actually get away with playing defensive setups 15 rounds in a row if your rotations are in order, and EG's rotations on this map is actually really good, so exactly like you're saying, this could have been a completely different map. But I also think that Liquid is a little bit aware of it. That's why you also see these like domino effects rounds of like, hey, let's not allow EG to rotate as well as they do. If we get the kill, we just go. And those are the rounds they've been winning. When they've gotten those openings.
You got to get those opening kills to play that kind of style, right?
Yep.
And when you have Cirque kind of starting to heat up with his AWP, not just in this round, but you know, that's he started to really do a very good job at least shutting down the initial moves. Seven to 7, last round of the first half. Who's going to take the lead? Robin?
I think EG's probably going to get the last round.
Who's going to get the last round?
Liquid's getting this one.
All right, we've got
Let's go, Liquid. Bias caster.
Always.
Always.
Don't worry, you're on a You want to couch with me? I'm the most biased. I'll shield you with my biases.
Nice.
It's a lobby setup here from Liquid. Just the one smoke, I was going to say, outside initially, but we see the smoke wall here. I like this from Liquid. It's a little bit of a delayed smoke wall, but it's also not as delayed as like a 1 minute. I think we might see them here 110 exactly. Gives them a little bit more time, a little bit more room here. They have options. If they want to go down, they can, but they can also go down, for example, we talked about the Nth round, where they kind of go down and fake it and go up in vents if it's a split. But these are all 5 members from Liquid going down lower.
Whoa, he seems to think
timing.
That's a crazy bold way to peek. It's going to pan out for the first kill. I guess he thought someone was in vents. Did maybe that call come in? That's I mean, again, let's talk about those rotations, because Circa's here, Tarik is here. He's made footsteps. They have to know, surely, that he's over by the bomb site.
And this is where Liquid have been finding most of their success, when they've had full control of the control room and the secret halls. They've already got the opening kill onto Stanislaw. Although this is a 4v4, this is kind of where Liquid have taken control so far in the first half, is in these moments. So
they're going to go upstairs. I think they're really... Maybe not.
Last time around, though, they had a lurker in lobby, and this time there's all 4 down secret.
Look at the time, though.
Yeah.
10 seconds. That needs to be a kill pretty much immediately. And there it is. It's all working out. That is stunning. Ethan's going to start getting a leg into this retake. Breeze is coming in as well. Good opening kill. Immediate headshot. Twist and Naf. Not able to handle Ethan quite yet, but that kill might just seal it. Ethan's at a near impossible situation. Peeks from 2 different angles, and Liquid's going to take that lead into the second half. We're headed to a break, and we'll be right back after the commercials. Alrighty, and we're back. 8-7 for Team Liquid here on Nuke. First map in the series. We're headed to Inferno next. Joined by Potter. Fiflaren is MIA for the moment.
And Stan putting a lot of pressure towards this door, already down the vent. This is going to move some rotations on EG's side, but Stewart, he's holding strong, and ooh, to his detriment, because Tarik and Cirque take him out quickly, and this might be under ladder pressure. Nope, they pop right down to lower. That's
a pretty aggressive shot with the Glocks.
Yeah, and at least he knows he's got to sniff out Stan. They knew that he dropped down earlier, and Stan gets timinged.
Yeah, that's helpful. That's less helpful. Twist opening the door. Ooh, it almost looked like he wanted to make an early retake happen. He's got Naf coming in, so if they can work together, this is going to be a near impossible retake. All 4 players of EG on the control side. And there's going to be so many ready to swing on contact, and the first contact is quick.
Hunting party coming for Naf, and he's able to take out 1, but there's so many targets for him. He's so low, he's got to go for a hero play. He's not going to be able to do anything.
That was real desperate. You ain't doing much there. 8-8. Nice pistol round from EG. Looking good. Breeze is at 16 kills. Tarik's at 15. And Cirque's at 14. For the other side, it is Elige at 12. And all my scores went away, so hold the phone.
It's good to see Breeze top fragging, you know?
Yeah, for me, it's good to see Tarik up here as well, because, I mean, Tarik towards the end of 2019 had a really, really rough stretch of tournaments.
Yeah.
I think he could really feel the exhaustion of the travel schedule they had at the end of the year. And on top of that, I think he was probably, I mean, obviously, when I'm a Pet left and all the statements came out, it was obvious that he wasn't super happy with how the team was approaching the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he is such an X factor of a player. Like that's one of the big things he brings to the table. So having him up with those kills is fantastic.
Definitely so. And
the only in-game leading major winner in North America is Tarik.
Was he in-game leading at that time?
He was in-game leading.
Okay. Okay. I guess we don't talk about that enough.
Not really.
We don't.
It's still, I mean, still 2 years later, it almost feels unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Stanislaw going to turn in towards Mini, perhaps, just getting a glimpse of what's outside and sees nothing. All of his teammates heading. He's got 1 outside with him, 3 players headed towards ramp room.
You can see that all of Liquid have fully invested into this round, except for Naf. He's actually, he's the opera on Nuke. For nasty, the CT Liquid side.
Nasty Naf.
Yeah.
Coined in this very room. Nasty ass Naf.
Oh boy. This is just an inner bluff. They're actually booking it to ramp, and this is a good call.
I don't know if I like it with 20 seconds on the clock against this kind of a buy. How many bad things can happen? Oh, they've at least neutralized the first two, but they're still not out of it just yet. All three players are going to be here, and you can bet Liquid's going to challenge and try to get this clock to run down, but oh, those are crazy kills. I mean, yeah, you're really playing a weird game there with the timing of the round. If any of those had gone the wrong way, that could have been a hiccup that EG just couldn't afford to make, but they dodge all the problems.
They definitely do dodge it. I mean, Naf was in such a sweaty angle too. Definitely could have made it a lot more difficult for EG. But I mean, you know, I don't know if it was because they just all of a sudden realized they don't have much time, or if that was going to be their play all along. But at least they stick together and make it work. And Breeze, it definitely helps that he hits 2 beautiful shots with that AK.
Yeah, those were good over towards control side, the window. That was pretty nasty. Pretty good stuff. 1 round lead for EG. Let's see. Let's go back. Top fraggers of Liquid, 12 on Elige, 11 on Twist, 10 on Stewie.
Naf is a little quiet so far.
Yeah.
That should turn around though. I mean, on the CT side of Nuke with that op, he goes for those sliver of an angles, and when he's feeling good, man, those are shots that not a lot of oppers can hit. But Naf, he finds a way to make it work. And ooh, Ethan taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, breaking his ankles.
You hate to see it. And anytime the pros do that, actually, when they're jumping onto the T roof with the smallest of margins, leaving themselves a lot of room to actually make that error. I always wonder when we're going to catch it. And here we go. We caught it.
We got one. It's good stuff. Ooh, a little bit of an edge in that smoke. Not much of an edge.
Oh.
A few trades. Nothing too crazy. EG's going to take this round again. Just USPs to worry about. All right, here we go. Liquid's going to be down 2 rounds, and they finally get the rifles in hand. The AWP out. Stewie taking his time. That's fair. If he had been able to get that AK-47, add 1 more, that would have been a pretty godlike. That would have been like a Steven Seagal movie. Under Siege.
No one in Twitch chat, I think, knows who Steven Seagal is.
That's a shame. If you are in Twitch chat and you do not know who Steven Seagal is, you should look him up. Under Siege 2, they're classics. He also became a lawman. Reality TV show about his experiences in Texas being a cop.
Boomer meter. Only 60%? Wow.
Yeah, see? Even the people who call me boomers have respect for the legend of Steven Seagal.
Ooh, a lot of pressure. Tarik, man, he's taken so much damage, but he don't care. He's going. He's just a point man at this point for EG. Just gonna take contact, and ooh, that's a huge miss for Nap, and he goes for more. He's so ballsy. He's gonna get punished for it. And Stewie, he's got so much work. At any moment right now, 2 players are gonna be coming onto his screen. And he just gets taken out. This is a lot of pressure from EG.
This is a lost cause.
Yeah.
This is a save call now. Man, that's rough. Oh dear, this is even worse. Elige is never going to expect that. Liquid's getting bodied.
Yeah, and I guess in another world, if Naf, you know, because Tarik, the low player, bypasses him, if Naf in another world hits that shot on the second guy, then repeats and get another, then it's a beautiful round from Liquid, right? But that's one of the issues with positioning, especially with such a impactful weapon as that op. And right then, Naf, he was outpositioned, outgunned, and outmanned.
Oh dear. EG looking to take that crown of North America's top dog.
They've been working hard at it for quite some time now.
Yeah, they've been knocking on the door for a bit. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how high Zeus can take this team.
That's a good start for Liquid at least. Elige finding a huge kill onto Cirque. Did Cirque have an AWP? Yeah, Stanislaw has now picked that up. And these pistol rounds, I mean, we've seen it all week long, can get pretty dicey. This spam, though, from Tarik. He's gonna... Ooh, his spidey senses right then tingling. Good for him. And nice shots from Liquid, but at this point, Nav, he might find this 1v1.
Nope. Didn't find it at all. EG might just run away from this game. This is going to be the last real gun round that Liquid has. If they can't win this, at 8-13, it would be like whatever you buy, you just scrape it together and then see if you can make something happen. So the comeback needs to begin right now. 5 rounds back. This is Liquid's map pick.
And you know, Maniac talked about it, is when he's listening in on the Liquid comms, he doesn't see a player yet on the Liquid side that can actually manage and say, hey, we got to wake up, we got to win out from here on out. You know, the comms, it definitely doesn't
that's supposed
change.
to be Stewie, right?
It's supposed to be.
You can't put all that on one man.
No, that's what I mean. It's supposed to be Stewie,
Yeah.
but you know, if Stewie is busy doing other stuff, you know, within game leading and stuff like that, we also turn to Adrenaline a little bit in that sense. But there should definitely be. I mean, you can't just have the one sole guy on the team, you know, keeping the spirits up, calling the plays, trying to keep the comms up. Just doesn't work. Pretty quiet round here, though. It's a lobby default from EG, moving their way towards ramp with 4 members. That's a bad flash. Stewie gets 2 before he gets traded by Tarik.
That's an important double kill. And yeah, it's wise of NAF to give up the angle. That's not a fight you necessarily need to peek into with a man advantage. They want to clear on outside, and this could be dangerous. Stanislaus playing a sneaky little game behind a red box, and if the timing is wrong, this could be 2 Liquid players that go down, but they might be able to wrap around behind him. And yeah, there's Twist getting caught looking backwards. Stanislaus falls next, and it's just down to Tarik.
I think that's really nice play from Liquid. Stewie sees a lot of players on ramp, so they kind of know that it would just be the one guy outside. Sure, Sand gets the 1, but just the whole thing of taking map control, as we talk about, the ramp hold and then into the outside take. EG was basically forced to make a move there. They get the bomb down, that's a bonus, but that's a really nice run from Liquid.
And I mean, EG did good damage as well. 3 kills, you can't complain too much.
Yeah, with the money already being low on Liquid side as well. Best case, if you're EG, and obviously we look at EG's money, Tarik had like 13 grand, so he still has a lot of money here left even after a full buy. Same with Ethan, Stan, and Breeze. It's only really Cirque that's a little bit money starved. Makes sense, buying the op, expensive weapon.
Oh, door rush, a lot of damage, so much damage
my
onto
God.
EG.
That is, yeah, that went not the way they wanted it to. Whatever they had envisioned of how that strat would work, that wasn't the way.
That's not exactly the visualization they went through in the dry runs.
Oh, even Tarik misses out on the kill. That sucks. He's cleaned up by a Liege from behind. Stewie doesn't even go down, and Stanislaus next. But again, you know, damage the name of the game. Keep the economy as low as possible. Liege wants the challenge, and he's gonna get it.
And Stewie at this point only on that FAMAS and low HP stand. He finds the timings to dodge the AWP here, and ooh, this is a good angle for Stanislaus. This Molotov should buy him some time for Nav, and picking up the bomb. Ooh,
Oh, dear.
Stewie.
That's a bold peek with low HP.
Yeah. Imagine.
Imagine Sam being ready for that. He was looking in the direction. It's like he had the read.
That's a very cocky round from EG. Even the first guy, normally when you do rounds like these, if the goal is like to try and go downstairs, get the bomb down really fast, and then just work with the afterplant, usually you only have 1 or 2 guys go down, not the third. Because the timing-wise, you just tend to get blown up. But there, I feel like EG's timing, even for the first guy, was a little bit off. And Liquid, maybe they were expecting it, but there's a lot of nades that rained in there on towards that squeaky. Maybe even a molly down vents, which you tend to throw if you have the read or if you know that they are on an eco, for example. But we're swapping the pace here. EG just 180 that round with a quick round, but this is a little bit of a slower one. Smoke wall downstairs. And this is a very common one. We have 4 different things you can do really with these smoke walls. This is one where we just send one guy lower. It's Stan, I think, leading the way for the EG side, and then we have the other guys moving the way towards Squeaky. But I think the call is made that they're actually going to change their mind here.
And Naf, he hasn't had the best game so far, but we spoke about as soon as we go on the CT side, he starts AWPing, he might find more success. And right now, the duels he's been waiting for might come his way. There's one to start things off. Tarik.
They ran out of nades.
I guess so.
Yeah, they don't
but
have another smoke.
You know what? His death is not in vain. His teammates were able to make it down to secret. Thank you, Tarik. We'll take that. And if EG want to capitalize on that, they've got to be able to convert this round.
Yeah, but if you run out of smokes to cross, how the hell are you going to get this bomb planted with 2 players and a crossfire in the lower bomb site?
Yeah, and Stewie and Elish have such a sick crossfire right now.
Oh, don't lose your nerve now. Don't lose your nerve now. I hear a scope, I'm assuming.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he turned.
No.
Oh, that timing sucks. But Elish on top, hard angle to deal with, and they have cracked in.
So much on Naf right now. He has no idea players already pushed up on the ramp wall to him. That shot's going to start things off, the possibilities. But Stanislaw, yeah, this round, you know, Liquid are kind of lucky to get away with that. I thought that crossfire was so solid down lower, and as you said,
Stewie got
Jason,
nervous.
yeah, he got nervous.
And that was Naf's scope, I assume he heard up in ramp room. So he turned, maybe was worried about control room window or something, but either way.
It's a little bit sloppy there. I feel like they kind of... Stan actually comes down lower really easily, and I think that's to the fault there, because I think he just makes a call of, hey, like, I didn't even see anyone outside, you know, like, watch out for, like, a ramp play or something, because they were leaning, they were actually leaning towards ramp or going down there, and that's probably why you didn't even see any smokes, because, like, the idea was, you know, an Expo flash out ramp, and we already have stand lower, and then we just come down for ramp, and we kind of sandwich them. But that call is cancelled, and then you see that, you know, Tarik is just basically just forced to give up his life.
Running the gauntlet. The Eliminator. Now that's a boomer reference right there. American Gladiators? Nobody? Okay.
That one deserves a lot more than 60%.
Listen, American Gladiators was the best show of its time. That was an era-defining television show.
Whatever you say, Jason.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, well, you two had the misfortune of not having the same childhood that I... Okay, that's fair. 90.
Oh, it's
yeah,
100%.
100%, baby. Listen.
I mean, that makes sense. You are the oldest person on the couch.
Shit, am I really?
Wait, are you?
Yeah.
I guess
By
so.
a few months, I think. 87, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm the oldest then.
Are you 86?
I'm 86.
Oh, damn, you hella old.
Ah,
Normally,
I'm a
I'm the
boomer.
oldest, and I'm like
Are
the
you
youngest on the
actually
couch.
older, or are you older the way that Koreans measure age?
No. Yeah, I'm 86 in
Okay.
America,
Okay.
in the US of A.
Just checking. Double checking.
I'm always very confused about my age.
Yeah, after 21 rather, you just,
You just stop kind of
Yeah.
keeping track. You don't really want to keep track.
no. You know, all of a sudden I turn around and EG have made this a 2v2.
Yeah, we did get lost in the age conversation. It is true, though. Koreans do you're born at 1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Technically, though, that would just mean that Christine's 35 instead of like 34.
Yeah. That's why we don't do the Korean age thing out
Halfway
here.
to 40.
Listen,
We don't do the Korean age thing out here.
I wasn't. I just wanted confirmation. I wasn't throwing out numbers the way Robin is over here.
Listen, I'm all about the math, apparently, turns out. Ever since day one when I messed that up. I have to prove myself, I feel like.
I'm not 34 yet. My birthday's in October. I'm still 33. Just to make that clear.
No, oh yeah. Well, that made it much better.
Yeah, it makes it so much better.
Changes everything.
It changes so much. Context, baby.
All right. All tied up at 12. Oh, upper hit, timing hit, twist behind the box, and he gets dropped. He has no teammates to slow that down, and Liquid have to call the save. Bomb site's lost way too quickly.
Yeah, you know, there's been a lot of rounds here on the T side where EG have kind of really bullied Liquid's defenses, and it's happened here once again in the upper bomb site.
And Liquid have no money, so they can't even go for this retake, even if they wanted to try and get that initial kill. They're going to have to rely on, I mean, Nitro's going to, what, have about 3,400 in the next round? Ali should be able to drop one weapon. He's got decent enough utility to do it, so they can still buy in the next. Although now stuck on that scout kind of sucks. Really sucks, actually.
For both of these teams, though, We talk about bullying, and we see just an expo round into the B1 bomb site. B1, oh, I'm super old school. Into the A bomb site. Gets the trade initially, and for Liquid, I mean, we talk about even with the nades that we see here, this is just the one smoke and there's the one flashbang. And for Liquid, they don't have time to set up. They don't have time to really throw any nades. They're just forced to stick up their weapons there, and they don't have the trades are just not there.
Did Twist get Molotov off the hut?
Yeah, he had to jump down. That's why you kind of see the timing there. So it's definitely there for EG. And since we haven't seen it before as well, I don't think Liquid was necessarily expecting it. And we talk about the money. Liquid opting for utility rather than firepower. FAMAS, an SMG.
Yeah.
Scout and 2 rifles.
That makes sense.
Especially on a map like this, and especially on a map that you can play very compact and...
Oh dear, they're going to do it again, EG. Look at Cirque's position right outside Mini. The rest of his team can join up with him. They can turn that corner so fast.
If Elish can find some timing here, though. Ooh, that Molotov shuts him down before anything even starts.
Okay, so it's the wall close up so they can get in towards the warehouse outside. And look at the rotation for Liquid. You can see Stewie coming over. You can see Naf here as well.
And this is where you have an option if you're Liquid. You don't want to just get stuck on the bomb site here. You either fight outside, or you make your move and you're going to take lobby control instead.
I don't like the feeling of having Naf with the scout protecting Heaven. That seems like an unwieldy weapon in this situation. If they get close enough to it and he can't fight, what an access. And look at where well, Ethan was holding lobby from way, way far back. Because he knows the counterplay from this kind of a standing from EG is for Liquid's upper defense to push into lobby. So why even be there? There goes that scout as Naf tries to challenge. Lower bomb site has 2 defenders, Stewie and Elish, but Stewie is back at ramp.
And good push from Elish. He could have easily got caught off there, but Tarik, you know, this was such a good fake coming out of EG, and
Yeah,
this is a double
Well,
pump.
time, 8 seconds.
They're already lower, though.
Yeah, I can't believe
A
that.
double pump fake.
They fooled Liquid so hard. Elish thought that 1 kill was the only player there. That's brutal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was such a cool round. With Tarik as well, just coming into Mini the way he did, basically for free. And then as soon as he sees the guy on bomb site, I mean, for Liquid, we talk about it, like, don't get stuck on the bomb site. And as Jason pointed out, even if Ethan is playing it so defensively in the lobby there, you don't really have to get that kill if you're Liquid. It's all about feeling a little bit safer of, like, hey, we have more map control. We don't have to get just stuck in, like, our rotations, so just get completely off. There we see, I mean, EG is just playing with them. So they're playing with their food. We know Liquid had 2 guys lower. We know that they had inner bomb site as well. EG super spread out, running down the clock. This is exactly what happens here. Elish, you know, he gets the first one. This is where we kind of expect Liquid to get lobby control instead of just keeping the sights. Because Tarik is literally just running around here because the map is just so open.
And I like that after he got that pick and connector, he just booked it right to under ladder and just disrupting the rotations even a step further. Really good look from EG right now. They seem to be in full control of this second half so far.
We talk about this being the last event before the break. Really comes to show a lot of hard work for a lot of these teams past 6 months. And for EG, obviously, with a new coach. Maybe a little bit different play style as well. But seems to be working with them. They were flunking a little bit more inconsistent, I'd say, in the beginning of the year. Maybe weren't getting the results they wanted.
Ooh, this is a cool spot. Surely this gets cleared, though.
Failed.
Twist better get like two, maybe even 3 kills out of this. Oh, and he does. Or at least there's enough Liquid players to back him up. It's just Cirque half HP in a 1 versus 3, and Liquid might get a lifeline based off that play from Twist. Cirque transfers over, traded immediately, and Liquid's on the board.
And that was a molly down for EG. I think the smoke wall actually failed, and not wasting any nades. Still, if EG kind of just gambling, so they have the crossfire set up there for Liquid. Really nice hold. We have another tack. I think last round it was a Liquid tack. I think this round we do have an EG tack. Looking at the money for EG's end, it's still very good. for Liquid. They're going to have to string 2 rounds together and make it 15-14 if they want to have a chance to maybe breaking the EG money maybe for the last round. But this is still a very dangerous spot if you're Liquid. Full buy, best you can have. You just don't have an op on NAF. But other than that, like, this is the best you can hope for. So, but still very important round. They're down at 0. Really only Stewie with money. So if EG wins this one, might just run away with map 1 here, which was Liquid's map pick.
Yeah, that would be a sick thing to just steal right out away from them. This is a very cool map so far from EG.
Last round, EG, they tried to change the pace. They tried to make it down to that secret a lot faster than what we've been seeing in this half so far. And kind of fumbled with Twist. This time around, they decide to go to a slower approach because these slow approaches have kind of choked out Liquid in those mid rounds, along with Stan and Tarik just slowly taking over this big garage and working those picks, poking and prodding. So this has kind of been EG's win condition. And especially with Cirque with that AWP, he wants some time to look for a pick here.
I like that this map is just so close between these teams. This is exactly what we expected coming into the series today. Just a back and forth affair. Naf gets that first kill. Tough position to clear out, and he's got support outside from Alige, who's going to go for a follow-up peek, wrapping around a little bit late, but he gets caught in the open. 2 kills given right back to EG to keep them into this round.
That's definitely not what you want if you're Liquid. I mean, you were in full control. Naf had that opening kill. There was a great crossfire, and Stewie, he even tries to make a lot more happen for himself. Naf all of a sudden finds himself in a 1v1, stand with the bomb with 30 seconds left to go. He's in full control of this round. Naf is going to have to rotate back around, but they're going to meet each other.
No.
Ooh, Naf goes up the Raptor.
I thought he was going to go for the big lobby flank. That would have been absolutely crazy.
I think Naf just heard him here.
Yeah. It sounds like it. But man, he's got to be hesitant about how fast he takes this play. Stanislaw is going to tuck himself into the bomb site, not leaving through any of the doors, right behind the silo. Naf has a lot. Ooh, that's a good little peek from Stanislaw. He's given EG 2 chances to close out the map.
And that's nightmare scenario for Liquid as well. You're at $1,500 now, almost across the board. Really only Stewie with money. Can buy an op if he wants, but this is... I mean, this, yeah, C said half armor and a smoke, basically, what you can afford.
Stewie with the hero op, though. Yeah, it sucks, man. That round, I totally saw Liquid winning it out, and then Alige, he went for more, kind of fluffed that spray towards this T-Red box, but Stewie has that AWP. There's actually 2 snipers on the Liquid side, a scout on Naf as well. And this time around, Stewie, he's just pushing towards that ramp.
Yeah, they're pushing lobby here. By the looks of it, if you're Liquid, the smokes come down, so you do have that window. Talk about Jason mentioned it there. What do you tend to do if they go down lower? You tend to take lobby control if you're CT. Stewie's down here though. The hero up. Oh my god, the nice timing from Tarik there as well. They just run out of the bomb site. Doesn't give Stewie any time to react. And now, I mean, EG just swarmed this bomb site complete. It's a 5-on-3 now. Bomb going down. This is looking like a map 1 for EG.
It's looking done.
Liquid's map pick as well. We know that EG is a fantastic nuke team. Inferno coming up. But can they do the retake? They can't. Stanislaw with another double. I mean, it's just over. What a nice last round there. Timing was on point.
That was actually a really cool TF from EG altogether. I thought there were some really fun calls on that T side. Well put together.
Nice different change of paces as well, always keeping Liquid guessing. And I think the biggest factor is they never gave Naf any sort of a duel that he wanted. You know, usually we see Naf making the pushes with the op, picking off on the Twinkie part, or even towards the T-Red, but there was always an answer from Liquid, whether it be utility to hold him off, or smokes to cut off the line of sight, or lurking through the smokes and pushing him off. So definitely an uncomfortable match for Naf here.
Yeah, uncomfortable for everyone involved. Everyone on the Team Liquid side, actually, I had a great time.
Everyone involved.
I was comfortable.
We're always comfortable.
Yeah, we're very comfortable. Either way, we're going to head to a... That's the one. We're going to head to a break, and we'll be right back with map number 2.